Hello and welcome back to another Bucks and Bulls video. Today we're here on Whiterime Ridge for Sitka deer bucks, bull moose, and bull bison. I brought the 9.3 as well as the 300. This time we're going to be gun hunting instead of bow hunting. That just kind of fits this map better. So we just spawned at the lodge because we want to get some Sitka deer before we get over into bison and moose territory. So we'll see if we can get some. Alright, we've got our first bull of the hunt, a male bison. Just 50 to 100 score estimate, so not all that big, but it's a start. So we're going to head up here and try to get a shot off on him. We're going to use the 9.3 since it's a little bigger and more powerful than the 300. Got some Sitka deer over there. Just see does, so see if we can get this bison then. There's 2 cow moose as well. Okay. I don't know if we caught his spine. I thought that was plenty low enough to not. Let's see what we have here. That's lung blood. Oh, just double lung. Okay. 57 score. It's not all that big, but like I said, it's a start. And now we'll continue on. Alright, we've got a Sitka deer buck way out there. He must have been spooked from our shot. Actually, we'll use the 300 for this. Alright, we got a hit. And he's down. Very nice. So we'll run up there and pick him up. And we'll have 1 buck and 1 bull down. We're getting more into moose and bison territory. What I might do is like double back, or you can get Sitka deer like, let's see how far it is. More back here. So we might just go the whole way through and try to get more Sitka deer, because I think this might be the only one we get, unless another buck may have spooked out this way. That's never a guarantee. There could just be one that's out there. But generally, it's about this point that you stop seeing Sitka deer and start to see more moose and bison. But we shall see. Did I reload my 9.3? I did not. So yeah, I guess I never really mentioned what I was going to be doing, but I'm just going to head basically northwest, more or less in a straight line, to try to get as many bucks and bulls as we can, and we'll go from there. But I mean, obviously I'm not going to go in an exact straight line, but whatever I can do to find animals varying off of that line, but generally that's the direction we're going to go. And we are here to claim our Sitka buck. I think he's a decent one. Maybe 70? 72. Pretty solid. 187 meter shot. Alright, and we'll move on. So I know I said on Thursday that DD33 and I would be doing another video together today, but unfortunately we just didn't have time to record, so this is kind of just improvising, but I have wanted to do a Bucks and Bulls video for quite a while now, so I'm not too upset with the result. Hopefully next week we can do that video then. Alright, we've got a nice bison male right here, 90 to 140 score estimate. There's another couple of bison around him. I don't know if any of them are males or not, or if I can even get to spot them. But I'm just going to run a little closer and then we'll take a shot on the bigger one. There's another male there, so we might try to get 2. Okay, we should stop running. I heard a female, which is why must have been the 2 up to the left that are females. Let's see if this one, that's a rock. Let's see if the one to the right is a male. It looks like it probably is. No, that's a female. So I think it's the 2 in the middle that we want. Male and male. Okay. So we're going to try to get the one that's broadside first, because we should be able to get an easy lung shot. Unless he, of course, walks behind a rock. Can we get on this rock? That would make life easier. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we're going to have to take this one, because he's quite close. Okay, he's down. Now it's just a matter of locating the male, which I think is that one. Gonna make sure. Yep. Probably should put another one in him if possible. Should have gotten 2 hits there, so we'll have to track him. But this is a pretty good one. The one we just shot actually looked pretty good as well. Had a neckbone 2-shot. 108 score, not too bad. We'll head up and check the blood on this one. And then I'm sure we'll have to track him a fair amount. I think we probably had intestines on the second shot, and I don't know, the first shot most likely was body. But we'll see. Alright, so we're still tracking our bison. Both shots turned out to be body shots. But we've got our first bull moose here. Pretty small one, I think it's like 90 to 130. Yeah. So we'll go 300 on this guy. Let him stop again. And then when he does, we'll take our shot. I thought I just heard like a bison trotting. Evidently not, but our moose has stopped. And down he goes. So we will pick him up and then get back on the trail of the bison. As I said, I think we're going to need a follow-up shot. I don't think the 2 body shots will be enough to take him down. But it might. I just think the fact that we're running to catch up with them to save time, most likely we'll need a follow-up shot. I don't know. Normally, like, a single body shot with a gun won't kill them. But possibly 2 will if you give them enough time, but I kind of doubt it. I don't have percentage on the blood tracks, so I can't tell how badly injured he is from that. But I think we are just going to try to catch up to him and put 1 more in him. So we're still on the trail of our bison, but we've got another bull moose coming in from the other direction. I think we'll use the 300 again, actually. We'll let him stop because that's a bit of a farther shot. 100 to 145 score estimate, a bit bigger than the last one, but still not that, not all that big. I did see another bison while tracking the first one that I want to go back and go for because I think he had a 95 to 140 score estimate, and he looked pretty decent. I don't know if we're actually going to get that accomplished, but that's what I want to do. Apparently this moose isn't going to stop. Heh. Looks like he heard me. Just wanted to prove me wrong. But he's down, so that's 2 bull moose, 2 bison, and the Sitka buck, and then it'll be 3 bison if and when we can find this other one that we're tracking. And then I definitely want to go back for that one, depending on how far away we get from where I saw him. That'll determine whether we actually go back or not. And then if we don't, we'll just continue on and head over into the area that I boxed off earlier for Sitka deer. But we'll have to see what happens with this bison first. Alright, we've got a really solid male bison right in front of us. 95 to 140 score estimate. I think he's got us spotted. There's a random polar bear over there. I'm not anywhere near the ice caps. Let's take a shot on this bison, though. Should have been good. We'll take that polar bear if it ends up out in front of us because it's actually running. I just did see the bison that we shot. It had spooked from a moose that I didn't see. So he is running out. Actually, I think it was a female polar bear. It is running out towards that area. So I will probably take it out if we get the chance because it's just, I know it's not a buck or a bull, but it's kind of a cool, random thing that it's not anywhere near where they normally are. I had saw posts on the forums about them being near the hot springs area, but I always thought that was down here. I don't think this is the hot springs. I could be wrong, because I don't know what like that actually is, what people are calling the hot springs, but I always thought it was that other area. So I don't know why that polar bear is here. The game's only been up for like 30 minutes, so it shouldn't have roamed that far. I guess it spawned over in here, is my only explanation. But it's kind of cool to see. See what our bison scores. 114, I think that's trophy shot worthy. Alright, so I think this looks pretty good. It was kind of hard to get a picture because we're on a slight slope and he kept like rolling down. But anyway, the polar bear called while we were in the trophy shot, and it was definitely off in this direction. But I need to get that other bison down because there's the bear's tracks. He's been just consistently like avoiding me, and I think he was out of render when we took the shot on that one. So hopefully he's calmed down enough that we can get in range and put a finishing shot in him, and then we can stop worrying about that and move on to some other animals. Alright, our bison is right in front of us, but we've got a Sitka buck out here. So I think we're going to try to get the Sitka buck and get the bison on the run, despite the fact that I've been trying to get this bison for like 20 minutes now after hitting him. So actually we should go 9.3 because it's bolt action. We can get a follow-up shot a bit quicker. Alright, go for our shot on this Sitka buck. Maybe not. He's walking through some little snow mounds. The bison's actually getting in a bit better area. Shouldn't have to worry about the trees. Alright. Just gotta locate the bison. If we can get one, maybe two solid hits in him, he should go down. Might be intestines. Finally. Took 5 total shots, missing the one to take him down. But we did get the Sitka deer as well, so I think we're at like 8 bucks and bulls. I have no idea where that polar bear got to, by the way. I did want to get it though, because I've never killed one so far inland. But I don't see it very likely that we're going to find it, especially, well, there's his tracks. Especially considering the fact that there's 2? Interesting. Maybe they spawn over here. I never knew that they did. But the fact that there's 2 separate tracks makes me think they probably do. I mean, it just seems so unlikely that 2 would randomly just end up over here. And I guess there could be a super, like, crazy coincidence that 2 spawn in the same area over here, and that never generally happens. But that's something I want to look into. I'm probably going to come back here a couple of times sometime soon and see if there's more polar bear here, because if there is, I'll probably set up a tent and maybe do some polar bear hunting over in here, because it seems like a good area. We've got a couple of bison in this general area, the Sitka deer, which I didn't even expect to see, but I guess we are a little better into Sitka deer territory than we were before. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check into that. But our bison that we've been after for quite a while is finally down. I wonder if we got any vitals on those second 2 shots. We'll find out in just a second. That's intestine blood there, so we did. 3 body hits and then finally an intestine at 212 meters. 112 score though, not too bad. 23-minute wound time. That is bad. Alright, I need to see where we're at. Yeah, we'll just cut straight across and get back on the line that we were heading in. We might come across that bear or one of those 2 bears. Hopefully, because like I said, I do want to get it, despite the fact that it's not a buck or a bull. but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we've got a male bison and an absolutely tiny bull moose out here in front of us. I'll show you what he looks like. He might be my smallest, 70 to 110 score estimate. I want to get the bison first, after our last tracking job. With the other one, I don't really want to do that again. I feel like since we can call the moose closer, we should be able to get him no problem on the run. Although, the bison's kind of walking over here and the moose is getting closer because I have called to him. We might have a shot at the bison. He's kind of in the trees. Just going to walk over here. See if we can get a shot opportunity. Alright, that should be a good hit. I am out of bullets in that gun though. Run over here where we can get a shot. Definitely a hit. I was kind of going for like neck bone, but that didn't work. I missed that one entirely. Our bison is down there. Alright, got another hit in him. Have to mark that area. He's out of render, I believe. Somewhere out there. So that didn't go quite as planned. The bison didn't do exactly what I wanted, but I think that's going to take down the moose. We were really close to catching the neck bone based off what it looked like the bullet had impacted that moose, but not quite. So assuming we can find him, that'll be 10 animals down. No sign of the polar bear going from where we had the tracks and stuff. Let's see what we got on a score for this one. I think he's smaller than the other ones. 110. Still not bad. 3 bison over 110 is pretty solid. I'm gonna go ahead and reload my 9.3 before I forget. And we'll run down and check the blood on that moose. Hopefully we can track him down with no issues, and then we'll move on. We're getting into one of my favorite areas for moose. Actually, we're pretty much to it already. Not quite there, but yeah, hopefully we can pick up this moose before we get to that, so we're not tracking a moose instead of hunting them. Actually, is he down right there? I believe he is. So we must have got a second, or a good second shot, because the first one definitely should have been body. I think it was up closer to the neck. It shouldn't have been any vitals. I thought I heard... That's the second time I thought I heard like a bison fleeing and then there was no sign of anything. So I don't know what I'm hearing, but yeah, let's see. This should be... Oh, we had lungs. I don't know which shot that was, but we're about to find out. Looks like he had just gotten out of our render before going down. The second shot at 213 meters was a right lung. 95 score. I thought he was smaller than that. My smallest, I think, is 79. But anyway, that's good that he's down. We don't have to worry about tracking him. We'll head up here towards the river. Or not. We'll head over here towards this bull moose instead. Alright, so our bull moose is quite small, 65 to 105 score estimate. But we'll take him because he's right here. Just got to get to where we can take a shot. Down he goes. So he is our 11th kill this hunt. Doing pretty solid. We've only been here about 45 minutes. And we have 11 kills, and that's just hunting males. There's definitely been plenty of females that I've just let go. 103 score. So a lot of small bull moose, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get a big one heading up here towards the river. Because at this point, we're doing pretty good, so it'd be really nice to get a nice animal to end out the video, but we'll see what we can find. Alright, we've got a male bison right here on the ice. There's another even smaller male up to the left, but of course we want the bigger one, even though he's not all that big himself. So that should be double lung. He should just go down momentarily. Yep, he's down. I haven't really seen any moose, and I guess the game's been up long enough that moose that maybe spawned here could have moved quite far. But hopefully we can get a solid bull moose, or if nothing else, we can get over into the Sitka deer territory again and maybe get a decent buck. But this guy's quite small. Probably like 50 or 60. But he's another bison kill, so we'll take it. 61 score. And we'll continue on. Alright, we've got a pretty nice bull moose in front of us. 135 to 180 score estimate. He looks to be maybe low 160s. So we'll see if he'll step out. If not, maybe we can get a shot. If we can get that. Yeah, I thought I heard something. Guess we'll have to track our moose. Well, that gave me a slight scare. Brain shot. I have no idea what he might have scored, or I would just resume game. 108, not too bad for just randomly appearing. So we'll have to get on the tracks of our moose. Narrowly avoided getting killed by a bison just now, but I actually don't know if I even have medkits. I think I brought them, but I might not have, so I just knew I heard a footstep, so I put my gun down, and luckily the bison hadn't gotten to us quite yet. Alright, so our bull moose is just down here in front of us. He looks pretty solid. I think he is probably a 160. So we've got a quartering away angle. That should have been a good hit. We'll just watch him. Actually, that might be back a bit. We'll follow up. Oh, no, we won't. He went down just before the second shot. There was another bison over there, but we've killed quite a few of them, so I figured we'd go for the moose instead. I believe that's just a cow there. Indeed it is. So I think that's going to be our last kill of the video. It has been an absolutely amazing hunt. We've got a lot of bison. I think 3 or 4 over 110, a couple more over 100. A couple of decent Sitka deer, and then pretty small moose other than this guy. But yeah, it's been an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun, and that's why this game is probably always going to be my favorite, because you can make it literally anything you want. You know, change it up from bow hunting so often to just running around doing some run and gun hunting. And we got some pretty good animals along the way, so we'll grab this guy and see what he scores. We'll have to drag him out of that bush for a trophy shot, and that'll be it. Not quite as big as I thought. He actually might be in the 150s. We'll see. 155, so right in the middle. Not bad. Alright, so I think this looks pretty good. As I said, I had a lot of fun recording this video. We got quite a few nice kills, and yeah, it's always fun to just change things up and hunt a little bit differently than normal. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. See you in the next one.